Hi everyone, I'm Barbara from Bavaria and this is Mrs. Faraway Stitches, my YouTube channel about cross-stitch. This is a quick update about my first week of May Mania, or as I like to call it, having fun in May. I've been working on 8 projects during this week, a different one every day. But first, a little bit of housekeeping. Welcome to all my new viewers and thank you to my returning stitchy friends. I'm so glad that you take time for me today. I also want to give a special mention to the people who have liked and commented on my last video. And a special mention goes to those who have talked in their recent videos about my channel. Thank you ever so much. I'm so grateful to you. Please pay those wonderful ladies a visit. It's Stitch O'Clock Diana and Garnzauberin from Germany. Both channels boast with wonderful projects, and also Stitchy Sam from the UK, who is a very prolific stitcher with beautiful WIPs. You will notice I'm filming in a different place today. I'm in my study. And I'm also sporting a bit of a rough voice thanks to a cold. So please bear with me if I have to take a sip from time to time from my pretty owl cup. Isn't that sweet? It doesn't focus. Unfortunately, May is always one of the busiest months of the year work-wise, which means there is not much time for stitching, and some evenings there is only one thread or even less in my capacity. But still it is fun trying to keep up, and even if progress is somewhat small at some times. And now, without further ado, let's get into stitching. This is my little May Mania note sheet, and you can see I stitched every day, even if there really were sometimes only a few stitches done. The first project I stitched on May the 1st, which is a holiday in Germany, so I had a little bit more time, was Sweet Summer. I started it 2 years ago at the 1st of May for my Mania as a new start, and it was a mystery soul, and I told you already in my last video that I was totally hooked because I like Tiny Modernist, and it said it would be a soul about cute tropical scenes. And then when it began, there was this wonderful border, which I really enjoyed, and the first part was a VW bully, and I don't like this kind of cars, so that's it. So I was not very thrilled and I didn't stitch that much, but I'm trying to get a little bit further this year, and for this year in Having Fun in May I stitched, I should have brought a board, but we'll manage anyway. No, this is the right. I don't seem to get that really. Doesn't that want to? No? Okay, we'll do it like this. I stitched on the house and I stitched on... well, just a moment. So I'm really hugely unprepared today. As you can see, I stitched on the house and I stitched on the flowers up there, and I'm trying to let you see that a little bit better. And after I finished the bully, I really have a lot of fun. The colors are just stunning, and this is summer par excellence. And I'm going to try to finish it in my next holidays. So this was project number 1. Project number 2 on the 2nd of May, which was a Saturday, so I was free as well, is Paris in Spring. It's from Cross Stitch Favorites Spring 2024, I think. No, 2022. It was 2022. And it looks like this. Doesn't want to focus again. No, there you got it. This will be such a stunning picture once it is finished, and I just see I got the wrong one. There it is. There it is. And I did a lot of work on the Eiffel Tower, which was a little bit boring because it's brown and another brown, and there is a lot of counting involved. But it will be really, really stunning, and I think it's worth. I did the whole lower part of the Eiffel Tower. I really can't wait to have it finished. Next one, another favorite of mine, Ink Circles, Reflections of Scotland. I'm stitching it with a very nice variegated silk in purples and greens. And this is where I've come. No, this is where I've come to. And I stitched that whole lower part. It was Sunday. I had a little bit of time. So, there you go. Really, really pretty. And it's not a really big picture. I've reached the end already here. And there is not much to do down here, so I might focus on that at a time after having fun in May. And the next one is Pretty Little Tokyo. It's from Satsuma Street. And I started it as a Christmas gift for my son in 2023. And well, now we have 2026. And it's still not finished. But I'm getting somewhere. There I am. And I worked a lot down here. You see, this is almost finished. There is only a little bit to do. And if it wasn't for Monday, which was a work day, I probably would have finished it. This part, not the whole picture, because there is a lot to do over there. There are some buildings, some more buildings, and there is the Fujiyama, and there is a temple over here. And there is a lot to do. Pretty Little Tokyo is a little bit of a, well, that's not really fitting for this picture. It's rather a pretty big Tokyo. Next one. The next one I stitched on, another favorite of mine, was my very first Bella Filipina, and for now the only one I'm stitching on. Here you go. It's Daughters of Estuary, and there is nothing mentioned in the text for this picture, but for me it's always the Thames and the North Sea, the orange one being the Thames, and they are meeting and they are loving each other, and this is such a pretty picture, and it's huge. And this is my progress. and I could have been a little bit, there is a little bit more here, and I could have been a little bit further, but I had to frog this whole piece here and had to stitch it anew because I had made a counting error, the classic. And there is a lot to do there, but the colors are so pretty. And I started with the orange one because I don't like orange that much. I prefer the blue tones, and I wanted to keep them for last, but that will take a few years, I guess. Next one is Long Dog Sampler, Ragnarok. A really stunning sampler depicting a lot of Norse mythology, and I've been a keen adorer of the North. I've been in Norway several times. I've been to Denmark, and I always enjoyed it. And I think it's a stunning landscape, a stunning history, Vikings, that's just great. And so I had to start the sampler. I'm not very far in it, but this is where I am. And I've stitched on this bird and on this part. Of course, it was a work day, so just 1 or 2 threads in the evening. And I'm stitching it with Sulky, and I think it really looks very, very impressive. So it seems you can see my face or you can see my stitching. I think the stitching is more important. And I thought you might like to see my project bag. Normally I don't show them, but isn't this a sweet one? I made it especially for this project, and I like those Vikings so much. It's just the usual project bag you do. The tutorial is from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. It's so simple that even I, who can't sew a bit, can do it. And and when I saw this fabric, I was so well, I just adored that. Coming to the next one. We have a little theme going on because there is a little bit of Normans here. It's this one, my Bayeux tapestry, or part of the Bayeux tapestry. I still recommend you going to see it when it's on display in Britain. If you are in the UK, that's absolutely recommended. A great piece of history, a great piece of craft, and it's just fun stitching on it. It's a kit. And there is where I came from. Well, I have a board. Why don't I use it? Because I don't think about that. So, there you go. And what I did was those parts of the ship. And it's stitched on a very, very coarse linen. It's somehow see-through as well, with wool. And so we are quite near at the original. It's really fun. Just goes rather slow. It's also not very easy to see the chart, because there is a lot of backstitch. It's highly backstitched which is in sync with the original, that is not in cross stitch anyway, but in a special Bayeux stitch, most of it. And so there are layers of stitches in one picture. That's not easy. And now we come to our last one for today, which is, I should take that out of my a Victorian Christmas samplers and stitches. This one is stitched with mostly specialty stitch, not specialty stitches, but wonderful variegated threads. Let's put it like this. And that's where I am. And I really only did, because I was very tired this evening, 2 rows of the skirt. Still our board here. There you go. And it will be very, very nice once it is finished, which won't be this year, I'm afraid. But I never grab for it. But if it comes up via WIP or via Having Fun in May, I'm always happy to stitch on it. Should do it a lot more. So this was everything. We are at the end. I hope to see you next week. I really hope, because I will be away for most of the week and it will be a very busy week. I'm really not sure how much stitching I can do, but if I have any possibility, I'll come back and show you my success or non-success. We will see. For today, it's just telling you, take care, stitch on, and see you soon. Best greetings from Bavaria. Bye bye.